Alright, hey everyone, how's it going? Back for some more Three Hopes. I don't know how much I plan on doing today. I don't really feel like, I probably don't feel like streaming for that long today. Uh, it's not that I had a bad day at work today, it's just that I'm feeling really fucking drained today. Oh, I actually had a pretty decent day at work. I was reminded that I'm like 2 weeks away from getting the raise that's in our union contract. So my wages are going up like almost $2 an hour, and I'm fucking thrilled about that. That put me on a high for the whole fucking day. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm just feeling a little tired today. It's weird, but hey, good news aside, we're here. We're doing this. Alright, so when I was doing training, I unlocked a new support combo, so we'll do that real quick. Then we'll start Merc whistling our way to the main mission. Alright, so Ignatz and Leone.
Yeah. Nice job, Leone. That's one of the biggest deer I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's gonna make for a fine feast. Well, let's start breaking it down and...
Well, what's wrong?
Ignatz, there's only one arrow in this deer.
Hey, you're right. That's weird. I thought both of us hit the mark, but I guess not.
These arrows are all standard issue, so there's no way to tell which one of us fired the kill shot. Well, my arrow felt great when I let it fly, so I think it's safe to assume this is mine.
Maybe. It didn't penetrate very deep, so it might actually be mine. I can't draw my bow back as far as you know. But, I mean, it could easily be yours too. I don't actually know for sure.
Hey, Inadez, what's up?
It's true that it's not too deep, and you do have great aim. Nope, it's mine. Has to be. The shot just felt too good when I let it go.
I guess one of us could have hit a different deer. Although, I haven't actually seen any others.
Doesn't matter. Pull the arrow out while I get ready to hang and skin it.
Okay, sure. Huh? Hang on, there's something in... Ah.
Hurry up, Ignatz. We've got to hang it and drain it before the blood congeals.
Leone, look! I found the other arrow!
Well, someone seems delighted. Where was it?
In the deer. There was a shadowed arrowhead inside the wound, and after I dug around a bit, I also found splintered fragments of a shaft.
Wait, so the first arrow hit the deer, and then the
Oh, you're
second
at
one
work.
hit in the exact
That
same
sucks.
place?
I'm doing alright. A little tired from, well, I'm a little tired from work, but, all in all, not too bad.
Sure seems that way.
Might not go
That
too
would
long
also
today
explain
because of
why the
that,
arrow we
but
found was so
we'll
shallow.
see.
Wow, that's seriously impressive.
Yeah. We weren't off by so much as an inch.
This is great news. I was so certain I'd hit the deer, but then I started doubting myself. I think it would have broken my brain if I was wrong.
I worried I was losing my touch, too.
We were thinking the exact same thing.
I know, right? That's too funny.
Honestly, you're such a crack shot, it would have been strange if you missed from that distance.
And no one hunts better than you, Leone.
Doesn't matter if we're hunting deer or trading blows on the battlefield. There's no one I'd rather have at my side than you.
Same here. Now, let's take care of this deer so we can start that feast.
Alright. Now let's start Merc whistling. Right where they're wanted. Ah. I think I'll do that before we start the main chapter. What's locked here? Oh, just gold. Nah, I don't fucking care.
Your Excellency, I have a report concerning the movements of the Alliance army.
Go on.
Enemy troops throughout the Alliance have marched south and are now gathering on the north side of the Great Bridge of Murden. The scale of their force is much larger than what would be expected of a defensive operation.
So it's come to this, has it? Who would have imagined that the Alliance would dare threaten my territory?
What do we do? Should we ask Edelgard to send reinforcements?
No. This isn't worth troubling Her Majesty over.
Are you sure? We lost an awful lot of soldiers when we were defeated at the bridge.
The main force of Her Majesty's army has been sent to the Kingdom front. It would be more trouble than it's worth to call them back. Besides, you remember that mercenary company that performed so well before? They're back with us.
You mean the one run by that Gerald guy? I gotta admit, they do seem to know their stuff.
In addition, we can expect reinforcements from that meddlesome ox woman. That should round out our numbers.
Well, when you put it like that, maybe we really can handle this. So what's next? We gonna crush them with a head-on attack?
We'll meet the Alliance army at Gronder Field. The area once used to stage the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will serve well. After all, it has already been trampled beyond use, and I doubt the enemy will go out of their way to burn our fields, given that they plan on seizing them.
I bet Holst will be part of the invasion force. He's the one who fought back all those Almiran armies. I've been dying to take him on.
You'll do no such thing. I'm going to face him myself.
But why? How do you know I can't take him if you won't even let me try?
The fact that you don't know only proves you're not ready to face an opponent like him. Besides, Holst is hardly the only foe we need to focus on. I doubt Count Gloucester was acting alone when he devastated the Imperial army. I'm sure the Alliance's leader, Claude, hatched that scheme. We need to be wary of him.
Claude, huh? Yeah, he did seem like a pretty crafty guy.
Tactics like that may work for some, but don't expect our house to come up with schemes of our own. We'll see through the enemy's tricks, and then quash them with our might.
All right, we're gonna crush their flimsy ploys with some good old-fashioned brawling. Let's do it!
General Nader, our troops are completely exhausted. Everyone's starving and we're running out of water.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to need you to bear it a little longer. If we don't ration our provisions, we won't have enough for the way back.
We didn't bring enough supplies for the journey back? What is Prince Shahid thinking?
I'm sure the only thing he's focused on is that fantasy of his, where he earns enough renown to secure his succession to the throne. He's so convinced he'll sup on the spoils of victory. He hasn't even bothered to prepare for defeat.
Well, that explains it then. I sure hope this battle ends the way the prince wants it to.
You and me both. If we win, great. But if we stumble here, we're as good as dead.
Why is His Majesty letting Prince Shahid do as he pleases?
His Majesty hasn't been himself since Prince Khalid disappeared. Khalid was always his favorite, you know.
Nader, the next batch of reinforcements will be arriving shortly. A force of elite troops, courtesy of my uncle. Rejoice!
Oh, even more reinforcements?
The size of the army is what decides most battles. And with me in command, it should be nigh impossible for an army of this size to lose.
Well, actually, advantageous terrain may be more important.
We can continue this later. March out to greet the new arrivals and get them into formation. I will go rally them afterwards.
If only we could feast on lofty speeches. Then we'd eat like kings.
An army this size limits the tactics we can use. They're going to think we're just a horde of barbarians. This is no fun at all. If only you were here, kiddo.
Greetings.
Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Let's see, support points.
What say you?
Okay.
For an ambrosia. I don't really need that. Alright, let's use up these points. Then we'll do the paralogue we
Supplies are
have.
the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Actually, real quick, let me go to the item shopkeeper.
I carry a little of everything here.
Just wish those sold for a little bit more.
Hope to see you again soon.
Training can be the difference between
level
victory
up.
and defeat.
A few people while I'm at it.
One step.
Yep.
Where's Holst? Yeah, I'd bring him to 25 as well.
That was a valuable experience.
Oh, Holstmaster, Swordmaster.
This is...
This training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Now I'm going to give Holst. You can make a Holst a dancer. No, I'll make him a mortal savant.
The more I can do, the better. Can't wait to see how you do.
What support did I get? Oh, Raphael and Lysithea. Ooh, you know, I'm gonna give him Mercurius. So tactics for you too. Fucking strength on him. Alright, Balthus.
Care to make yourself useful?
That should do it. Fine work all around.
I couldn't have done it without you. There's nothing you're not incredible at, huh?
We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful. We all must do our fair share.
Alright. Let's do these two supports. Then we'll move on.
So, Holst's leading the soldiers' drills himself, eh? And everyone looks to be way more into it than usual. That's Holst for you, all right.
My ears are burning, my lord.
Holst! Well, what a surprise. I was just watching your drills. Everyone looks so spirited. Probably because they know you're keeping an eye on them.
So the soldiers aren't so enthusiastic with others? Training is only meaningful if it emulates true battle. Without tension, it's little more than exercise. We'll need to improve our methods at once.
Let's cut them a little slack. It's not like they're all goofing around when you're not there. It's just that everyone gets a tiny bit more excited when they get to see you in the flesh. You're Lester's living legend, the powerful warrior who accomplishes feats of undaunted heroism without even a crest to help. And they get to train and fight with you? Seriously, it's probably the biggest thrill of their lives.
Ha! You have quite the gift for flattery. But someone like me is nothing when compared to the 10 elites. Of course, I wouldn't walk away from that fight empty-handed. Even unaided, I bet I could take a limb or two before the end.
If you can keep up with the 10 elites, I'll need to invent some even more impressive flattery. But I meant what I said about the troops. Honestly, I feel the same excitement just standing next to you.
Then it was worth my coming here. Still, I believe that you inspire far more trust and enthusiasm than I do. The Alliance would never have come together like this if that weren't the case.
If only it would have. A little solidarity would go a long way for us. Anyway, thanks again, Holst. It's much appreciated.
I'm just doing my job as the heir to House Goneril. All I do is for the sake of the Leicester Alliance. Though, even more importantly, Hilda stands at your side. That alone is enough to keep me near at hand.
It sounds like I need to thank Hilda instead then.
It couldn't hurt to do so, but also keep her safe. As you know, I've sworn to protect Fodlan's throat, with my very life if need be. So if the Almirans turn their attentions to it, I'll have no choice but to return there at once.
And if that happens, we'll be right there with you to drive them back. Call it a gut feeling, but I suspect their next attack will be a battle that changes Fodlan's fate forever.
That's some foreshadowing, huh?
It's already so late. Time sure does fly when you're studying battle strategies. I should get back to my room. It's already almost pitch black out, though. The sun's been setting earlier these days. What was that?
What the hell?
It sounds like a man? Probably just Raphael. I've heard him talk about how he trains at night. I'm sure of it. I can't believe I let him scare me like that. I should just ignore him and focus on making my way back. It's so dark.
Oh, hey Lysithia! What are you doing out here so late?
I was off on my own studying tactics, but then it got really late before I knew it.
Tactics, huh? That stuff just doesn't click with me.
It's difficult for everyone at first, but I assure you the field is rather fun once you get the hang of it. Rather important too. Determining how to shape your strategy, what formation to put your units in.
There are so many moving parts to the subject that once I start thinking about it, I just get lost in my thoughts for hours on end.
Wow, you must be really smart, Lysithia. I love a good muscle workout, but I'm not so sure I can handle a brain workout like you can.
And I can't hold a candle to you when it comes to manual labor. We all have our own strengths and weaknesses. We should focus on what we're good at so we can complement each other's abilities.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm gonna have to train even more.
Hold on, weren't you just training? It's good to be motivated, but you're gonna bother people if you keep making such weird noises in the middle of the night.
Huh? I didn't train today.
You didn't?
Nope. I always let my muscles rest the day after a rough workout. And let me tell you, yesterday was a rough one. If I go too hard, I go easy the next day, which lets me go even harder the day after that. You got your day off today, muscles, so you better be ready for the pain tomorrow. Anyway, I'm gonna get to bed so I can be ready. You should try to get some shut-eye too, Lysithia.
So that wasn't Raphael? Then who was making those scary noises?
Alright, let's go do this paralogue first. Then we'll do the main battle. Alright, Balthus' uncharacteristic behavior has the Goneril siblings concerned. Just as they're discussing their friends' troubles, they find themselves dragged into the brawling gamblers' personal issues. Oh boy.
What you doing, Balti?
Shh, quiet. You'll give me away.
Huh? Give you away to who?
Okay, they're gone. That was close. Hey, think you two could lend me a little coin?
And there it is.
Are you seriously going to pretend nothing happened just now? And asking us for money on top of it? Ugh, you were obviously hiding from debt collectors.
What, them? Yeah, basically.
Must be pretty deep in the red if they followed you all the way out here.
Well, the debts of a man like me tend to leave those of your average deadbeat in the dust.
You sound almost proud of that.
Still, pretty bold of them to think I'd fork it over so easy.
The only bold one here is you, Balti. You should pay back the money you borrowed.
Hey Aaron, what's up?
Hey, are you listening to me?
No, actually. Sorry. Anyway, gotta go.
If you're heading to dinner, we'll come with you.
No, I've got some business to attend to. You can buy me dinner some other time.
Wow, that was weird.
Right? The guy actually thought we'd buy him dinner.
I don't think that's the weird part.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about. He always does that.
Ah, my dear Hilda. You bear the countenance of a maiden most troubled. What's the matter?
Oh, Holst.
I hope you aren't bothering my little sister, Merc.
Why you just automatically assuming it's me?
What, me? I wouldn't dream of it.
See that you don't. Because if you do bother her...
Oh, knock it off, Holst. We just ran into Balti is all.
I see. And what did he want?
Some debt collectors were after him. He seemed pretty worried about it, actually.
I really don't have any hopes whatsoever for what they're gonna announce for the JP anniversary. Looking forward to it regardless, though.
Curious.
Right? I mean, Balti shakes off debt collectors the way other people change their underwear.
Yes, he usually manages to drive them hence with some combination of threats and outlandish excuses. Perhaps this time they've sent more formidable bounty hunters after his hide.
Wait, there's a price on his head?
Sadly, in addition to racking up and running out on debts far and wide, our friend Balthus has also been picking more than his usual share of fights.
Huh. I knew the guy liked to gamble, but I didn't know he'd taken it that far.
I would be happy to help the man settle his debts, but he stubbornly refuses each time I ask. I think he sees it as a twisted sort of pride.
So long as he continues his drinking and gambling, his debt is only going to grow.
And as he's too stubborn to give those up either, I'm frankly at a bit of a loss as to how to proceed. He's a talented fighter. If he went straight and worked hard, he'd have enough coin for a comfortable life.
My lord, we have a problem.
An enemy raid?
It's Balthus, sir. He's under attack not far from here. The enemy's ranks are massive, so I ran back here to secure reinforcements.
You did right. I will go there at once.
And there he goes. My brother certainly can move fast when he puts his mind to it.
Guess we should go lend a hand, huh?
We certainly should. Come on.
Alright, rescue Balthus. Any allies? Oh, so I don't even get to play as Hilda. I just have her on the field. I mean, alright. So just me and Holst then? That's cool. Alright, 1,800 enemies in 10 minutes, alright. Not the tightest time frame I've worked with, but okay. Sure is a lot.
Looks like you could use some help, Balthus. These don't appear to be your ordinary bounty hunters.
Good eye. You're actually a mercenary band specializing in assassination. How about you deal with the ones close by me?
Something tells me Balthus is gonna be fine.
So what does...
Let me see Balthus real quick. Yeah, he's gonna be okay. He's in no danger whatsoever.
What do the mercenary assassins want with you?
Probably hired by my stepmother. She's the only person who hates me enough to want me face down in the dirt.
That's awful. You might not be related by blood, but you're still her son. Why does she want you dead?
She's convinced I'm gonna try to usurp my little bro as head of the family. Of course, I kind of fanned the flames on that one when I was leaving home. But you reap what you sow, I guess. Here it comes! You're done!
That wasn't even one I was supposed to claim. Shit, there's so many of these. Maybe it won't be a problem to hit fucking 1,800. Fucking guys, there are.
Still improving.
I'm not letting you steal my thunder.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Xenoblade 3 as well. I heard that people are already leaking the fucking story, which is fucking, you know, stupid. I'm just glad I haven't seen any of the leaks yet.
I don't. I'm way too far gone for that stuffed shirt life.
So then why are we fighting? Just go to your stepmother and tell her that.
It's not that simple. Look, I know it sounds strange, but trust me, it's a good thing my stepmother wants me dead.
Halfway there. It's good you haven't seen too much spoiler stuff.
So, you think you can take on Lester's king of grappling? Then give me all you got.
What are we supposed to do against this guy? He's like a wild animal.
I'm beginning to wonder if he even needed our help.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
I love having you around because it means I can slack off. Just kidding.
You've taken care of the enemies and all the strongholds surrounding you, Balthus.
Great! Thanks! That's a real load off my mind.
But with the brave units, it was
Go mop up the rest.
let's see, Tiki Crom. I think Seliph was one of them. Who's the other woman? I think it was female Byleth. Kind of forget. I think it was those four.
Fighting together like this sort of reminds me of when we were kids.
Two of us didn't enjoy our fair share of mischief. I can't count the number of times we charged headlong into a pack of monsters.
How about you spare a little reminiscing for the poor sister and friend who was always worried sick about you?
You will regret the day you ever challenged Holt.
This guy's a monster.
Direct stuff. We got him.
I was thinking you might have lost a step, but if anything, you gained one.
If even one of these guys gets away, they'll be back for my head in the dead of night. We have to take them all out.
Not sure it's possible to sneak up on you no matter how tired you are. But hey, if you want to deal with it now, we're happy to help.
You and Holt really fight as one. And Hilda too, for that matter.
Yeah, Holst and I have been battling together in one scrap or another for years now. And Hilda was usually tagging along.
Grab the weak little girl and take her hostage. We'll use her to ransom our way out of this.
I don't think that's gonna work the way you guys want it to.
Uh-oh, they've got me surrounded.
No, my dear sweet sister is in danger. Oh, wait. That's nowhere near enough soldiers to capture her. She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
Oh, we can skip my turn, you know.
Enemy down.
That was fantastic work.
Easy.
Take a breather.
On fire!
Well done, Hilda. What a tremendous display.
You could have done more than just watch.
If she wasn't always shirking responsibility, Hilda would be every bit the General Holst is. Hey, not bad.
Really? I feel like I'm barely keeping up with the three of you.
Oh, hey, the enemy leader is somewhere over there. Or that's what one of the assassins said right before I sent him to meet the goddess.
Jesus Christ, Hilda.
I certainly made a mess of things. Nothing left to do but run.
It's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yep, that looks like a leader, all right. Let's take him out. Be done with this. He's coming. It's over.
Over already. I feel a bit unfulfilled.
So I do feel pretty confident in the first place winners being decent units. So, you know, Crom and Tiki.
Looks like you two are back to your old ways again.
Confident they'll be
Please
good.
be careful, all right?
Just gotta wait and see what happens to the other two.
I was planning to handle this on my own, but... well, thanks. I owe you one.
I'm not some stranger to you, Balthus. Did you really think I would abandon a friend in need?
Yeah, I think Balti would have been fine by himself.
Don't say such things, Hilda. You'll make Balthus cry.
No, she won't.
But was it not your own stepmother who hired those assassins?
80% sure, yeah. And hey, it wouldn't be the first time she's come after me.
This is inexcusable. I will speak to House Albrecht about the matter at once.
Don't bother. My little bro's already stuck running that family, and I don't want to add to his troubles.
The same little bro whose mother is trying to have you killed? Why protect him?
Because he hasn't done anything wrong. And he's a good man. He's the only reason I was able to abandon the family and live the life of freedom I have now.
So earlier, you said something about how it was good your stepmother wanted you dead. What was that about?
See, she's got something of a persecution complex, and is also persistent as anything. What do you think would happen if she set her sights on my dad, or my real mom instead of me?
Wait, so your real mother is still alive? I heard stepmother and just assumed, you know.
Yeah, it's kinda complicated. Basically, she is living in hiding somewhere in the mountains now. Anyway, that's the long and short of it, so you don't really need to worry about it anymore.
But where does this end, Balti? Your stepmother clearly isn't going to stop sending people after you.
It is what it is. Just gotta let her get it out of her system, I suppose. I mean, I've already got debt collectors and bounty hunters hounding me, right? What's a few assassins on top of that?
This fucking guy.
If you changed your ways, you could at least rid yourself of the debt collectors. You truly are a piece of work.
Oh, hey, I just remembered something I gotta do. Thanks for the help today.
We are not done speaking, Balthus.
In that case, let's hash it out over dinner sometime. Really get into it. Oh, and you can buy.
Well, there he goes. Again.
That's quite the lifestyle he's got going. Still, I can't really be mad at the guy.
Nor I.
Alright. Battle at Gronder Field.
Is something wrong, my lord? Have you noticed anything amiss?
No, it's nothing.
Looks like we're coming up on Gronder Field. And here I was, bracing for a ruthless attack the moment we crossed the Great Bridge.
It seems like Count Burgles wants to settle this the old-fashioned way. No tricks, just one soldier bashing into another. And look at that. He was nice enough to have his troops all lined up and waiting for us.
Those are all offensive formations. It's as if each battalion is a giant monster ready to pounce.
I thought the army that invaded Leicester was fearsome. But this force, they are truly in a league of their own.
Your legs are shaking, Lawrence. Are you scared?
Don't be preposterous. I'm merely quivering with excitement over the impending battle.
Okay, Lawrence.
Hey, check it out. Looks like we'll be up against Gerald's company again today.
Yep. And this time I'll slay the Ashen Demon for sure.
Well, my business is with their captain. I just wish there was a way I could speak to him.
You know Gerald?
Of course. I'm his apprentice. But I haven't seen him in years. Not since he left my village. Don't get me wrong. I'm not about to go easy on him just because he trained me. I want to take him on and show him how much stronger I've gotten.
Gerald's really tough. Don't get yourself killed, okay?
You don't need to worry about me. I'll get out of there if it turns out I'm no match for him. Then I'll just keep challenging him until I am.
Watch out for the mercenaries. But remember, our real target is the Imperial Army's top commander, Count Burgleys.
If you aren't confident you can handle him, then keep your distance. But not to worry, because I'll be the one to bring him to his knees.
I'm counting on that, Holst. Look alive, everyone. The battle's about to start.
Alright, defeat Count Burgleys. Oh, persuade Petra, yes. Let's see. Increase the might of ballista attacks. Increase the attack power of allies and allied strongholds. Mercenaries to engage the enemy force. Yeah, let's do those three. Actually, you know what? There we go. Let's see, Hilda. Yeah, I'll bring Balthus too. Oh, I only have 3 playable? Alright. I want to bring Leone.
Time to bring down our quarry.
Of course I want to bring Gatekeeper. I think this will be fine. 2,000 enemies in 24 minutes. Okay. That shouldn't be too bad.
Our only goal is to take out Count Burgleys. Let's start by capturing the strongholds on the front line.
Where did Holst go? It isn't safe to have people charging up by themselves.
He said that he wished to
I don't know if people are still asking for it. It wouldn't surprise me if they were.
He can handle himself, but try to keep an eye out for him.
All right, let's keep toppling these strongholds.
House Burgleys' army is mediocre at best. We got this!
I don't see the Ashen Demon yet. Better keep on our toes. Yeah, but remember, our main target is Count Burgleys. There's no guarantee you'll face the Ashen Demon directly.
Here it comes!
Oh, that wasn't too many of them.
You're done!
Oh, 30. We're at 501.
Aren't things going a little too well? There's no way the Imperial Army is this weak.
We're saying they wanted a head-on brawl. They seem to be planning something.
Yeah, something's off. It's like they're holding back.
Ah, Monica. Yeah, that explains it. Well, I'm gonna go take care of this right now. I'm looking forward to this.
Hiding soldiers somewhere, but we should be able to break through at this rate.
They're targeting an ally stronghold. We have to deal with them before they attack us from behind.
And there's Petra.
The enemy is gaining strength. I can be catching them off guard and stopping them.
She is the Princess of Bridget, a vassal state of the Empire. Perhaps we can convince her it would be advantageous to join us.
I cannot be letting you through. You are a formidable foe, but I will not back down.
Alright, Monica defeated.
I cannot push myself any further. Mark my words. I'll be back.
Here it comes! You're done! I'm unstoppable.
Seeing you give it your all motivates me, too. We did it. Now we don't have to worry about them coming up behind us. I am having problems. I must reconsider my way of fighting.
Here it comes! Out of the way! You're done!
Time to wreck stuff.
No more standing and watching!
There's a lot riding on you, Petra, isn't there?
Take a breather.
Is it really the smartest choice to die here?
You are right. I will be choosing to live.
And there's Burgleys.
Well done. But this is Empire territory. Do not think you will retain the upper hand forever.
Alright. The army's main force
So
led by
the Imperial Army wants to
Burgleys.
fight us in an open field. It's what I expected, but it's still quite a sight to see their army up close. There's no way we'll be able to break through their formation head on. We could just make Count Burgleys come to us. I've got it. Anyone who can, go take out the Imperial generals on the southeast side.
Alright, defeat the southeast general.
But there appear to be plenty of enemies to the west as well.
Just go with me on this. We're gonna defeat those generals and then rave about how Holst took them down.
Aha! So lure him over with lure him over with Holst.
We're gonna make sure the entire battlefield knows that Leicester's mightiest warrior has arrived.
My lord, I can no longer bear to watch quietly from the sidelines. It is time to make my move.
And there's Holst. Alright, don't let Holst be routed.
Give them all you got, Holst. We'll back you up.
Holst, Claude told us to take down the enemy generals and then pretend like you did it.
I see. So he plans to use my name to draw out Count Burgley.
Oh, so that's what he's doing. Now it makes sense.
Imperial dog is a match for Holst Singersbald Goddard.
You are more formidable than I expected.
Ah, the enemy appears.
Oh, there's Gerald.
I guess it's time for the Blade Breaker to put an end to both you and your schemes.
And Gerald's mercenaries.
The Blade Breaker has certainly made an appearance, but it seems the Ashen Demon is further back among the enemy troops.
Then we'll go after Gerald first. The Ashen Demon might come out if he's in danger.
No matter how strong our foe, we can win if we work together. Probably.
Probably. Thanks, Lawrence.
Send any free generals over there at once.
Okay, Mercer advancing on Holst.
You'll have to send your entire army if you want a chance of stopping me. Come on.
And there goes Gerald.
Come together, everyone. Show him no mercy.
Looks like I'm at a disadvantage. Time to draw back.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over. You must...
Hold on a second. All right.
Be the best mercenary who ever lived.
Why is everyone over there? Alright.
My name is Alois Rangel, and by my honor, you will go no further.
Alright, so like 160 enemies left.
Here it comes. Take this. You're done. You're unable to stop Holt's advance. Please, send aid, Your Excellency.
So, Holst has appeared at last. Then I must go forth and face him myself. Caspar, this place is now under your command.
Here we go. Here's the finisher.
Take a breather.
Alright, Burgley's advancing to Holst.
Dare lose to him. We have work to fight Holst too.
The enemy is on the move. Count Barclays is headed this way.
Then he took the bait. Now we need to lure him into the stronghold.
Oh, we're supposed to lure him into a stronghold? Oh, he's a powerful enemy. I'm not supposed to. Oh, yeah. Alright, we'll get the kill requirement.
Pulled back, then so will I.
Alright, come on, Holst.
Gerald's mercenaries have withdrawn. What will the Ashen Demon do now, I wonder?
They both withdrew? Then it's up to me to turn this around.
Perfect.
Draw the Ashen Demon into the stronghold.
You wish to do battle with me, Holst? Then I'd be glad to accept your request.
You're the one who sought me out. I will take you on right here, right now.
No, Holst. You're supposed to draw him into the stronghold first.
Alright, well, Burgley's into the stronghold.
I'm not backing down. I'll face you in my father's stead.
They say this one's even stronger than the Blade Breaker.
We can skip my
Avoid
turn, you
any
know.
direct engagement. We'll use the same strategies we did with Count Burgley's. Bait the Ashen Demon into the stronghold.
It's over!
Now, close the gate! Take a breather.
Alright, Violet's trapped and Burgley's is trapped.
For a trap? I guess Gerald's defeat shook me.
Our fight isn't over. We'll settle this later. He's in. Close the gate, now!
Alright, cool.
You're sending this many troops after me? Don't think I'm the only lion waiting to strike on this battlefield.
That takes care of those two. Now all that's left is to rain down a world of hurt on the Imperial Army.
If my father's locked down, then I've got to step up.
Oh, Caspar.
Ah,
Got it. Time to make a name for my.
Leave it to me. Move.
so your plan is to use the ballistae to bombard them with arrows. Works for me.
You're done!
Wow, Holst, you knew exactly what he was getting at. You must be Claude.
You've lost sight of His Excellency! Take down the surrounding stronghold using whatever you can! Out of the way!
Time to wreck stuff.
I can't believe you beat me twice.
No time to slow down. I'm not a child. No time to slow. All right, let him fly.
Alright.
They stole our ballistae? Caspar, how could you let this happen?
This is bad. I need to find a way out of here.
Alright, they're weakened by the ballista
Now's our
fire.
chance. Everyone, take out Count Burgley's.
Everyone, fall back if you need to. I will defeat Count Burgley's. Into the fray.
Oh, okay. Alright, I was in the middle of doing combos with fucking, Balthus there, but sure.
Leopold von Berkeley stands before you. Come and face me.
Your luck's run out.
That's the last of them. They won't be looking for Count Burgley's now.
You've not the strength to slay me, coward. Offer up your final prayers before I send you to the afterlife.
I can see why they call you the strongest in the Empire, but I won't fall here.
Holy shit.
The rumors sell you short, young man.
Likewise, sir. But I'm glad to see you're tougher than they say.
All Alliance forces! Fall back! Retreat!
Too bad. We'll finish this later.
Until then, keep that head on your neck.
You too.
The Alliance is withdrawing. Do not pursue them. We will pull back as well.
Okay.
We've got a problem, everyone.
I still have...
Retreat as quick as you can.
Sir, the Ashen Demon has escaped and is attacking one of our other strongholds.
My turn? No, we can't get cut off. Everyone, attack the Ashen Demon with everything you've got.
The Ashen Demon is as fierce an opponent as Count Burgley's. Do not let your guard down for even a second.
The others don't stand a chance. You're the only one who can destroy the Ashen Demon.
Yeah, I know.
How many times have we fought now? Either way, this will be the last.
You're right about that.
Fucking running away from me.
Come now. Can't you just give me an easy win? I might actually have to work for this one. We finally...
Such vexing arrogance.
Yeah, and I've seen that before. Alright. Cool.
This way! Hurry! Sorry, Claude. I lost again. I'm starting to think that mercenary really is a demon. Even in a fair fight, we end up looking like chumps. Listen, something's come up. We have to pull out now. It kills me to say it, but our victory here will have to wait for another day. Got it. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, not bad.
There's always room for improvement.
More fighting? I won't let my...
Why have you ordered a retreat, my lord? We nearly had them.
We received an urgent missive from Duke Goneril. The Almirans are making their move.
Of all the times. On what scale?
From what I gather, it's bigger than the force we faced 2 years ago. We need to get back to the Alliance, and fast.
But the attack 2 years ago was supposed to be the biggest one we've faced in a whole century.
The Duke always keeps a careful eye on developments in the East. If that's what he says, then it's true.
Even if Duke Goneril and the neighboring lords rally all their remaining troops, it won't amount to much. Do you think we can make it in time?
We'll be cutting it close, but that's what Fodlan's Locket is for. It should take the Almirans a while to break through that hulking chunk of stone.
We're not moving fast enough. I'll go on ahead. My lord, I leave it to you to finish things here.
Sure thing. We'll be right behind you. Just try and hold out until we get there. Everyone prepare for a full withdrawal. If we don't get home soon, we won't have one to return to.
With this latest turn of events, it seems unlikely we'll see the Ashen Demon again anytime soon.
And here I thought we won.
As did I.
Who knew the Ashen Demon had that kind of strength? Not that I'm making excuses. You gave me power of my own, and it still wasn't close to enough.
That's not true.
Of course it is. What am I even up against here? It's like I looked away for 1 second, and suddenly I was facing someone else entirely.
That would explain what was troubling me before. That is the unique danger I sensed. Still, you can win this fight. I know you can. And I'll do whatever I can to make it so. We'll claim victory over that monster together.
You know what? You're right. I'll be strong enough one day if I just keep at it. Still, one day could be years from now at this rate. We should probably think of a backup plan. And hey, the Ashen Demon's a mercenary, right? Might be best for the Alliance to toss some coin their way and put this whole rivalry behind us.
You want to hire that thing? Seriously? Fighting side by side with the Ashen Demon? Are you mad?
You make it sound like the worst idea in the world. We have a war to win here, remember? Gotta keep an open mind.
Ah, I understand now. You've witnessed your adversary's true strength and convinced yourself you cannot win.
What? No. I just know a valuable resource when I see one. And we're far better off with them than we are against them.
If that's really how you feel, then so be it. But trust me, you don't need to worry. You'll get stronger soon, I promise. So maybe don't go relinquishing your prey just yet. After all, I desire nothing more than to see you achieve your goals.
A glove does not defy the hand.
You sure you're all right?
So, the Alliance army turned tail and ran. Surprising. It looked like they had plenty of fight left in them.
They received some sort of urgent message. I imagine that means a crisis has popped up somewhere in the Alliance.
Elmira, probably.
After only 2 years, the Almirans have certainly grown restless lately.
Maybe they're in the middle of a succession. Been 20 years or so since their current king took the throne, after all.
So what are we gonna do? Go after him?
No. We'll let them go.
But when the Imperial Army tried to withdraw from the Alliance, they were hunted down, destroyed. We should give them a taste of their own medicine.
The enemy's retreat takes them through our territory's richest grain fields. If we engage them, the Empire's breadbasket will go up in flames. What's more, they're leaving those fields untouched when they could just as easily set them ablaze. We'll repay their decency in kind.
Well, okay. If that's how you want to play it.
Minister Burgleys, I must return to the Emperor and brief her on these latest developments.
Do what you must, but please deliver a message from me as well. About this war with the Alliance.
Our war with the Alliance has gone on long enough. That's what Minister Burgleys said.
Yes, although he didn't say so begrudgingly. It was almost as if he had come to respect the Alliance and its leaders.
The Minister of Military Affairs, admiring an enemy of the Empire? I cannot say that pleases me. The Emperor alone has the discretion to decide when to bury the hatchet with a foe, and when to bury it in their back.
That foolish warhorse has always caused nothing but trouble for me. You and the Emperor should be prepared for more of the same.
Then we shall continue to rely upon our Minister of Domestic Affairs to keep him in check.
I assure you, that man only ever pretends to listen to what I say. But I will grant that if nothing else, his intuition rarely misses the mark. Therefore, Your Majesty, I would urge you to seek an armistice with the Alliance.
I must confess, the same thought occurred to me when I heard that Ferdinand had failed to capture Deirdre. Perhaps it's time we focus the entirety of our armies on the Kingdom front and cease our attempts to conquer the Alliance through military means.
Yes, through military means.
When an opportunity presents itself, send an envoy to Claude. Assuming he doesn't fall to the Almirans, that is.
He made short work of one of our armies. He will not lose to Elmira.
We should inform Minister Burgleys of your decision at once. If he catches wind that the Alliance forces are struggling, he may well charge off to fight Elmira himself.
I hardly think he would do something so... On second thought, who knows what that man would do? Minister Hevering, I shall leave it to you to compose the missive. Please write what you must to ensure the Count doesn't do anything rash.
Golden wildfire. What makes a king? Though victory is within their grasp, news of an unexpected incursion from Elmira forces Claude and the Alliance army to retreat. Driven by revenge, Elmyra invades with a far larger battalion, led by none other than Prince Shahid. The Alliance hangs on by a thread, but Claude has another plan up his sleeve.
Looks like we made it back in time after all. The fighting hasn't really picked up yet. I'm sorry about all this. I dragged you on this forced march right after our first assault on the Empire, just to face a new enemy on a new battlefield. I always thought Elmyra might attack, but I never predicted they'd pull together an army this big.
This is exactly why I didn't think we should attack the Empire in the first place. But I'll admit that no one could have seen this coming. Sometimes you just get unlucky.
I don't think there was any avoiding this.
Well, at least the Imperial Army didn't come after us. So our troops are still battle-ready.
And there's been enough meat in our rations to keep me energized and raring to go.
Thanks to the support from Margrave Edmund, we've had plenty of provisions. There is no reason we should not be able to fight effectively.
That doesn't change the fact that messing up now could mean the end of the Alliance. All because of my miscalculation. Come on, we always dump all the tough planning on you. We've got nothing but appreciation for the work you do, Claude. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. What matters is that we made it here in time.
That's what counts, right? Come on, Claude. Let's get moving.
Sounds like I'm the one who needs to get his head on straight. Okay, time to put all that behind us and focus on driving back this invasion.
No movement on the Empire side, huh? All this quiet only makes me more anxious.
Perhaps what keeps them at bay is the fear of having to face the famed hero of Daphne.
Irvin, do my ears deceive me, or did you just make a joke?
I do not jest. Your being here is the only thing preventing me from surrendering to the Empire this very instant.
You can drop the traitorous villain act. I know you've done more for the Alliance than anyone else.
You give me far too much credit. All that has ever mattered to me is ensuring the well-being of the common folk in my territory, not the Alliance itself.
And that's what makes you a great lord in my book. Or rather, it made you one, I suppose.
Indeed, now I am but a humble retiree, ready to enjoy my decrepitude. Maybe now, people will actually leave me be.
I wouldn't count on that. You'll have plenty of unwanted company if the Empire attacks.
Oh, I do not think we need concern ourselves over that. If the Empire had any intention of continuing their war with the Alliance, they would have struck already. I imagine they have reconsidered their plans following that last battle. It was foolish of them to start a war on two fronts in the first place, but it would be even greater folly yet to continue after witnessing the might of the Alliance.
Hold on. Are you saying the reason you volunteered to defend the Great Bridge is because you figured it wouldn't be attacked?
Now there is a thought.
Humble retiree, my foot. You're just as shrewd as ever.
You honor me, Lady Judith.
I might as well do this one since it's only a one-part battle. Ugh. I think this will take us into part 2 of Golden Wildfire. Hey, all the more reason to.
Now then.
Once again, the enemy pops up where we least expect them. Even if we manage to fend them off, aren't we just continuing the eye for an eye cycle? However, I still trust that you will lead us to the right answer.
Excuse me.
This is the largest Elmyran attack in the history of the Alliance, right? So why is everyone just going about their business like normal? I can't even think about it without feeling faint.
How do you do?
If Lord Holst had not been with us in our most recent battle, it is unlikely we would have even managed a draw with the Empire. The same is true for our current situation. Who knows what would have happened if he had not moved as swiftly as he did?
Simply
Does he not make you feel rather pathetic in comparison?
Right on.
Holst is mighty impressive, no doubt about it. We need to do better so we can keep up. Yes, I suppose we must. Very well. We shall not let Lord Holst outshine us in the next battle. Oh, John. What do you want? If you don't have any particular business with me, then I ask to be left in peace. You hiding something, Lysithea? You can be straight with me. I promise I won't say anything to anyone. I was just eating a little candy. Wasn't trying to hide it or anything, but I would appreciate it if you didn't go around telling everyone.
Having a good time?
Is the Almyran army's on the move again? I wonder. I doubt he's in trouble, but I guess I should probably look into it. I don't know what you're talking about, but do what you think is best, I guess.
Oh, man.
If only we're that easy. Oh well, at least Holst and I are here. We'll turn him back at the locket.
What can I do for you?
Bishop ordered me to come and observe, but the situation is far graver than I anticipated. The Alliance leader said there was nothing to worry about, but I wonder if we can truly win this. Oh, Goddess, please watch over the citizens of Leicester. Both the Empire and Alliance have suffered from battling each other. I wonder if we can't strike some sort of compromise soon. Though I imagine people will invoke their fallen comrades as an excuse to continue fighting anyway.
Well,
What do you think as a mercenary? Wouldn't you agree that this is the time to take such a narrow view?
absolutely.
Yeah, we just keep attacking each other whenever we see an opening. Maybe it's time to stop with that.
Thanks in advance.
I'm relieved to hear you say so. Would you mind trying to persuade your employer of that as well?
Come on over. Looking good.
I finally got to stand with the captain on the same battlefield, but now we're just as far apart as we've ever been. I wonder when I'll see him next. And will we be on opposing sides then, too?
Let's
I don't know. We have no idea if we're even going to fight the Empire again, let alone when.
I get it.
Yeah, weren't you trying to go after the Ashen Demon? It's too bad you didn't get to settle that. Anyway, the battle against Elmira is our top priority. Let's both give it all we've got.
Every day's a picnic with nothing to report.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. Though if you think of Fodlan's Locket as the gate into Leicester, then there's quite a bit to report.
Nothing gets past
I'm prepared to go to the front lines if I have to. I swear on my duty as gatekeeper, no one will get past me.
Say,
We were initially supposed to defend the Great Bridge of Murden, but then our employer told us to go fight Elmira instead. You want to know who our employer is? It's Irvin, head of House Gloucester. Well, former head of House Gloucester.
I met with someone from my household earlier. My adoptive father sent them here with some provisions for us.
Did you know?
You know, people often criticize House Edmund for only sending supplies and never any troops.
You sure?
Supplies are essential. We all need food and weapons. I, for one, am very grateful to your family.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for saying so. That makes me feel a little better.
Speaking of
Elmira
which...
is, that region way to the east, right?
Why do you sound so unsure? Don't tell me you haven't heard about Elmira. It's only the largest region out that way.
What?
I know about Elmira. I may be a shut-in, but I'm not ignorant.
Ah, that's right.
Something's been bothering me. Why didn't the Imperial Army pursue us? They could have dealt us a serious blow if they had attacked during our retreat. That's a good question. Maybe the Empire knew about Elmira's invasion too?
What do you think?
All of Fodlan would be in danger if the Elmiran forces managed to get past the throat.
Are you sure?
That could be it. If that's the case, how would they have known about the invasion so quickly? They could attack us again at any time. Oh gosh, I sure hope Judith will be alright.
Please, listen.
Viscount Nilsson is tasked with a special duty within Leicester, which is why he's traditionally been overlooked when it comes to supplying military aid to the Alliance. But this time the Viscount reached out to the Alliance leader of his own accord and sent us to help. After all, House Nilsson can't fulfill its duty if Elmira invades Fodlan.
By the way,
Long ago, when I served House Goneril, there was a young Elmiran boy there. He had been abandoned when the Elmiran army attacked Fodlan's Locket. I heard he went to the monastery after that. I wonder what he's doing now. Oh yeah, that was Cyril. Have you heard of Nadir the Unstoppable? They say he's ferocious, merciless, and vindictive. But I've also heard rumors that he's awfully kind to women, children, and old folks.
To sum up,
I don't know what to believe, but one thing's for sure. He's a formidable opponent. Make sure you watch out for him, too.
Oh, man.
My legs are as strong as tree trunks after hoofing it all the way from Gronder. Now I gotta work on my upper body more to make sure everything's balanced. After all, this is gonna be my first battle with the Elmirans. Gotta make sure I'm in tip-top shape.
Hey there.
I talked to some merchants on the way here, and they say the battle on the Western Front is getting worse. Count Rowe had been in charge of Aryan Road, but now he's turned traitor and joined the Empire. And the two armies have been taking turns wresting control of the fortress from one another. In other words, neither of them are gaining ground.
Yes. I must be telling
As long as I am having a way to survive, I choose that. Always. But I am feeling relief not to be fighting the Empire again soon. I can be giving my full strength now.
I'm glad. Fighting old friends is never easy, even if you truly switch sides.
Yes, Lady Edelgard gave her blessing before my surrendering. But it is not easy to harmonize emotions, even for rulers.
My word is a bond.
Right now, I will be giving everything to defending against the Elmiran attack. I heard a story once about the daughter of a certain noble falling in love with an Elmiran prince who had snuck into Fodlan. She abandoned her home and returned to Elmira with him to become his queen. Or so the story goes.
What do you say?
It's terribly romantic, don't you think? Though I doubt it's true.
Little do you know.
That reminds me.
Fodlan's Throat has a number of watchtowers built across its peaks. The soldiers stationed there keep watch for any sign of movement from Elmira. Even some houses from Goneril territory have been tasked with that important work for generations too.
It's you. How's this?
The Imperial Army hasn't made further attempts to invade Leicester via Burghley's territory. We can't be certain of their plans, but we do know their main objective is to destroy the Central Church. Which means their forces are better spent on the Western Front rather than being wasted on us. Especially since I've heard that their conflict with the Kingdom over Aryan Road has been ramping up. That's a real solid analysis, Shamir. All our information supports it. Flattery will get you nowhere. Besides, it would be more useful if I had any information on the Elmiran forces.
How's it going? Hoy there.
Hey there, John. You must be exhausted after the long trek from Gronder. Well, you had to hustle back much faster than us, Holst, so you won't see any complaining from me. That's right. It's not like we'd have time to rest anyway. It might take the enemy a while to get such a large army moving, but it won't be long before they go on the offensive. It'll be a catastrophe if Fodlan's Locket falls to them. We must defend it at all costs. Alright, let's get our training done.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Oh yeah, Petra's the only new unit I have.
Oh, Petra.
I didn't realize I had Petra and Bernie not, out. Alright, but that is everyone. Petra back on Falcon Knight. Oh, I guess I had Bernadette. Oh, no. Bernadette is still working on, Assassin. Alright, so Claude and Lysithea mastered theirs.
I'll remember. This
Time to work you into shape.
Absorb Dax.
Finally.
And my Scythia needs something new. She does get offensive tactics, so, you know, I'll make her a brigand.
No matter.
Alright, so Bernie and Balthus.
I'll put. Oh, good.
Time to work you into shape.
She also gets offensive tactics, so I'll send her down that line. And Balthus. What do I do with Balthus now? Ooh, strength plus 10 though. I'll give him Wyvern Lord.
I'll do whatever, so long as I can still rumble.
Alright, so Hilda mastered Wyvern Rider.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Now Hilda gets bolting. Ooh, darting blow. Ooh, I'm really close to mastering Darknet.
Not gonna. I'm.
I have. Can't. I. Oh,
Time to work you into shape. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Alright. Oh, what's this back here?
Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey. Nothing.
right.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
This is.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
So
Thanks.
hey,
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
This
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Alright, let's
Care to make yourself useful?
these.
You did well, Balthus.
I'll take a
We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful. We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful. We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful. We all must do our fair share.
Alright, let's do our supports. And that should be, yeah, we'll move into the battle.
Just the person I was looking for. Do you have plans for the rest of the day?
no, not really. I'm surprisingly free for once. Thought I'd put in some extra training.
An admirable use of time. But I have a task I could use your help with that should prove even more enriching than training. Will you join me?
Hey, if you're asking, I'm in.
I thought as much. Come, we leave at once.
Holst, isn't this?
Shh! Lower your voice. There may well be sentries on patrol nearby.
So this is enemy territory. Great.
See that encampment over there? They set up just a few days ago. It's difficult to tell from here, but it doesn't seem to be that big of an operation.
Wait, so this is a recon mission? Don't we have scouts for this sort of thing?
I've been trying to ascertain how far the enemy has advanced. But lately, they've tightened up their security. Too many of our scouts have gone missing. I thought it would be more efficient to look into the matter personally.
Still, I've never heard of a Duke's son doing recon.
It saves everyone time if I do it myself, and I don't have to risk any more valuable soldiers. And besides, this way I can gain even more experience in the field. Even better than training, wouldn't you say?
Speak for yourself. I had no idea what I was getting into, so I'm not close to ready for whatever's ahead.
I know you're not the type to go down so easily. Trust me, you'll thank me for this later. Ah, and don't make light of reconnaissance. There are many lessons to be learned out here that training could never hope to teach you.
All right, so what's next? We gonna take a closer look?
Might as well, yes. It couldn't hurt to get into a little scuffle and gauge the enemy's strength.
Sounds like the perfect opportunity to see you fight up close. All right, let's do this.
That's the spirit. Now let's move.
Hey, you're not supposed to be here!
Seems we've been spotted.
My name is Holst Sigisvald Goneril. Those with any skill or courage, have at thee.
Why tell the enemy your name? Maybe recon really isn't his thing.
Good old Holst.
We're beating the Empire in the smaller local battles, yes, but that barely puts a dent in their total power. We can fight all we want, but there's no defeating an army of that size. It may not be today or tomorrow, but that sea will swallow us up soon enough. Is it really responsible of me to keep letting the war drag on like this?
You okay there, Claude? Looks like you have something on your mind. You know, they say you'll get wrinkles if you keep your brow furrowed like that all the time.
Sounds like just the dignified look I need. People always tell me I'm not noble enough.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows young and lively is the way to be.
Really? It would sure be nice if the Round Table would propose strategies that are young and lively. They're all so conservative and selfish. I think a few lines here or there would actually help me fit in.
Really? You know what they say. If you're too set in your ways, it'll set on your face. So whatever you do, just make sure you don't end up some beady-eyed king with a face full of wrinkles.
I just can't win with you, can I?
I think you're missing the point, Claude. What I'm saying is, you should do what you think is right, with enough vigor to blow any creases clean off your face.
Hold on, do you even hear yourself right now? Who knows what would happen to the Alliance if I followed that advice?
You do have a point there. But at least you wouldn't have to worry about those pesky brow wrinkles anymore. And knowing you, Claude, I'm sure you'll find a way to break through this standoff.
You really do have me beat. I feel like you can see straight through me.
It's not hard when your thoughts are written so plainly on your face. All I have to do is read what's there.
Guess I'd better try scrubbing them off then.
As you should.
Honestly, Hilda, I don't know what to do. Is my way really the right path forward? It feels like I'm rejecting everything Lester used to be up until now. Like I'm tearing something important away from the people who need it most. Are you sure you won't regret lighting this fire in me?
I don't know. Maybe I will. I'll probably get mad at you at some point too. But I know how hard you work to keep the Alliance heading in the right direction. You're the smartest leader we've ever had, Claude. If I was a betting girl, I'd say you're gonna come up with the best plan ever, without a doubt. How you feeling, Raphael? Everything healing up?
Hey, Hilda. Yeah, I'm fine. This is nothing.
Well, that's good to hear. Still, don't go pushing yourself too hard, okay?
You know it. Thanks for looking out for me.
You really were incredible out there today, you know? I mean, even if you did get sort of reckless at times. It kind of reminded me of my brother, actually.
What? Holst? Well, I sure appreciate you saying so, but I'm nothing compared to that guy. He's strong as an ox, a master of every single weapon, and has muscles bulging out of his other muscles. His workout routine must be the stuff of legend. I'd give anything to be like him.
Yeah, he trains literally all the time. It's no surprise the two of you get along like a house on fire.
The fuck kind of a comparison is that?
I also appreciate how much he values his family.
Yeah? Because I sure don't.
Aw, don't say that. He's just being a good big brother who's looking out for his little sis. In fact, the last time we met up, we had a great time swapping stories about our sisters.
Wait, so you were talking about me? Ugh. I really hope he didn't say anything weird.
It wasn't weird at all. We were just chatting about how cute our sisters look when they sleep.
Yeah, I think that counts as weird.
See, when she was little, my sis couldn't fall asleep unless I tucked her in, and we had a nice chat. And at some point, while we were talking, whoosh, out like a candle. It was adorable. Then Holst told stories about when you were little. Said you whined a lot.
Stop, stop, stop! I'm not interested in stories about myself, and especially not stories like that. This is all unbelievably embarrassing. So let's just bury the whole conversation in the world's deepest hole and pretend it never happened.
It's not embarrassing. It's nice. Anyway, I eventually told Holst how sad and lonely I was to be living apart from my sister now. And he said he's sad he never gets to work with you, even though you're in the same army. And we ended the conversation by promising to always keep our sisters safe, no matter what.
You promised each other? Oh, I swear my brother is always like this. What if he gets even more overprotective now that he has you for a big brother buddy?
Holst is overprotective? Oh, I never got that impression.
Well, he's better than he used to be. I mean, at least I don't have to send him constant letters now. Still, according to what Balti told me, Holst apparently said, and I quote, "I will be the one to decide if her future husband is good enough."
That's so funny. My sister's gonna call the shots on who I marry, too. She told me so.
Wow, our situations could not be more different.
Alright. Let's head out to battle. Mercenary. Oh, yeah, I said I was going to do that one too. I'll save that for tomorrow. Daka. And a Shamshir. Alright, so 2 Almiran weapons we get. That's pretty cool. Alright.
At last, a full army is finally assembled. Soldiers as far as the eye can see. Drink it in, Adair. It is quite a sight to behold.
Yeah, I guess it is.
It should be child's play for an army of this size to break through Fodlan's throat. They may as well crown me king of Elmira right now.
I sure hope you're right about that.
Who knows where Khalid is now? But I can just imagine the look of despair on his face when he hears of what I have accomplished.
He has no clue how to lead an army this big, and yet he's already bragging of his victory. I'm under no obligation to follow Shahid any further. Perhaps it's finally time to do as I please.
Not many people in Elmira could mobilize an army this massive. If it's not the king, it's gotta be one of the princes. Which means Shahid's definitely their commander.
What's up? Something wrong?
Nah, not especially.
You sure? Because I definitely just heard a "we've got a problem" sigh.
There's nothing to worry about, really. And besides, I can't see any other way around this. I'll just have to do what needs to be done. That's all there is to it.
I feel like I'm missing something.
My lord, we have made ready to intercept the attackers and await your signal.
Right. Here goes. Listen up, everyone. The enemy may have an advantage in size, but they're little more than a disorganized mob. We can defeat them. No, we will defeat them. Drive them back today, and we'll toast our victory tonight. Charge!
Alright, defeat Shahid. The Allied base is captured. Ooh, boost combat experience for all allies. I'll take that. Additional enemies, that's fine. Ooh, actually, that might have been a good idea too. Finally have 20. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Signal allies for an all-out assault. Instead of putting more on my fucking plate than I can handle. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely bring Ignatz. I'll put Balthus in the back. I'll bring Claude. Alright, 1515 minutes. Let's go.
Disorganized mob or not, their sheer numbers are impressive. But Lester will be done for if we let them break through. We have to take out the enemy leader at all costs.
Let's start by taking care of the enemies near our base.
Alright, don't let the allied base fall.
I think I'm prepared to see this through.
Let's try this.
And all Myron forces have activated Ballista. Oh, I can't even get to the Ballista. What are you doing, Ignatz?
The enemy's attacking our base!
Charge! I will not allow this to be a repeat of before. Do not spare a single soldier! Crush them immediately!
Defend! They're trying to take our base through brute force. Brace yourselves, everyone!
I can't go that way.
I hate to lose this stronghold.
I vow to defend this location.
We must guard this position.
Attack! Give them no quarter!
This raid, you may succeed in overcoming the first wave of attackers.
The only thing they'll be reporting is failure.
Guard this place with your lives.
Do not let it fall to the enemy!
We have managed to protect our base. Enemy reinforced. Reinforcements have taken up positions in the north and south. We will not be able to use the same tactics as before.
Then we'll just have to shake things up. Let's steal their strongholds and light the beacons.
The beacons? Ah, I see. You mean to lure them in?
You're done!
Alright, there's one. Alright, that's 2 beacons lit.
There is a signal. I want to do mill from one of our strongholds? What an obvious trap. As if we would fall for something like that, fools.
So it's begun. Prepare
Ah,
to carry
I
out the
see. It's a
plan.
signal for Nadir.
We've lit 2 beacons, but the enemy isn't doing anything.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
The best defense is a good offense, right?
I'm not handing this place over to anyone.
It's as good as ours!
Alright, beacons are lit.
We've lit all the beacons now. The enemy forces should be able to see them.
Do not be fooled by those beacons. We will overwhelm the enemy with our sheer numbers.
Looks like we've got more enemy troops on our hands. Was drawing them over here really a good idea, Claude?
We've got them right where we want them. Now, we'll pretend to attack the northern front and... well, I won't spoil the surprise.
Already on it.
Quietly if you know what's good for you.
I think this will go well.
Alright, approach Nadir.
Hey, Nadir, did you see the beacons? Everything's good to go on our end. How about you?
I've been waiting for ages, kiddo. Let's get started.
Alright, Nadir defected.
Prince Shahid, General Nadir has defected.
I was working with the enemy? Show him what fate awaits a traitor! Kill him!
Alright, they're advancing on Nadir.
So he's going straight for our linchpin, is he? Everyone defend Nadir.
Alright, defeat the Cav and enemies chasing Nadir. Alright, see the northern cliffs, drawbridge lowered.
I'm unstoppable. Sterling work.
Hey, who needs protecting? As if I fall here.
Ha! True, you are Nadir the undefeated. But I like to make sure I've covered every possibility. You're
Look at them all over there! What are they doing?
I never would have imagined we had an Almiran general on our side. We must use this opportunity to gain the advantage. You still haven't killed Nadir? Surely only a small handful of troops defected with him. This is much worse than I anticipated.
Oh.
We have no choice but to retreat and regroup.
Alright, Shahid's retreating.
We'll regret it later if we let them leave now. Don't let the enemy leader get away. Into the... I got it. Take your final bow.
I'll just let Claude use his special here.
Now leave!
I don't care who, but someone has to hold off the enemy while I make my retreat!
We can bust open that stronghold. We'll be able to get ahead of Shahid and block his escape.
He's going to get away. Chase him down, now!
He may be running, but I seriously doubt he's the type to give up so easily. Attack the gate now!
I order every soldier on the front line to attack, and I will cut down anyone who does not obey! Take a breather.
I'm gonna take care of these guys.
Hit them hard and fast!
Greetings, my sworn brother. The day has finally come when we can fight side by side. Yes, my brother. Let's show them what we're made of.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Holst and Nadir were actually friends.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, I'm not targeting anyone.
All right, take it down. This should stop the threat from the rear.
Take it down in one fell swoop.
Are we changing places?
switching it up, huh?
Alright, so Claude's fighting Shahid.
Full of cowards. The likes of you could never kill me.
Come then, gallant warrior of Elmira. Put my cowardice to the test.
It really is you. It's been you all along. To think that you're the one who turned Nadir against me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did a real good job of that yourself, Shahid.
Well, would you look at that? You figured it out. I'm here to stop you from ruining Elmira's reputation, Shahid. My turn?
He's trying to get away again. Catch him.
I don't think he's going anywhere. Claude's got him effectively pinned down.
Become king of Elmira. A barbarian like you could never defeat me. Here it comes. You're done.
Oh, I'm so close on KOs. Alright, there we go.
No problem, I got it. Take your final bow. Now leave!
Full-length scum. Kill me if you can.
Okay, he retreated. Shahid's making a last stand.
Everyone, focus on the Elmiran leader. If we defeat him, we win the whole battle. Take your final bow. Now leave!
There we go.
Give it up, Shahid. It's over. You lost.
Let fly that arrow then. I'll never kneel to the likes of you!
But that isn't what I'm asking for you to do here. Let's end this. Come on.
You little brat. I'd sooner die!
Thanks for that.
Look, Claude. If you can't do it, then I will.
No. This is my burden to bear. I never wanted things between us to end this way. I'm so sorry, brother.
I'm sorry, Claude. It looked like you were hesitating, so I...
Don't worry about it. I never would have found my resolve if not for you.
So that Shahid guy, was he your...
Don't say it. Honestly, it's not even about that. That look of desperation on his face just tugged at my heartstrings is all. You know, I thought a guy like me would be impervious to this kind of thing. Looks like I don't know myself as well as I thought. But now that I know, I won't make the same mistake again. We should go. Everyone's waiting for us.
Claude.
I
still have a long way to go.
One step closer to my goal.
Maybe I should stick to keeping gates.
I won't let myself stop here.
Alright, so let's see. Daka. Boost collisions level 3. Boost mounted damage. Shamshir. Boost combat arts magic. Boost aerial attacks. I mean, they're not bad weapons per se, but I have better weapons. It's cool that I have them though.
All right, we did it!
The rest of the Almiran soldiers seem to have simmered down. I guess it's because they lost their commander?
That Shahid guy must have been the only one who actually wanted to fight us.
Claude, I believe you owe us an explanation. Why are you and this Almiran general on such amiable terms?
I guess you could say he looked after me a bit when I was a kid.
Before you joined House Regan, you mean? How did you two come to meet in the first place? It is difficult to fathom the circumstances that would lead someone in Fodlan to make the acquaintance of an Almiran general.
It's a long story, so I'll just cut to the chase. It turns out Almyra isn't as unified as many believe. After the battle 2 years ago, I went to Nadir to see if there was a way we could partner up if something like that were to happen again.
You see, I served the King of Almyra directly as a retainer. I was never obligated or inclined to obey Prince Shahid. The prince was obsessed with starting a war with Fodlan, in the hopes that he could distinguish himself enough to secure a path to the throne. This probably comes as no surprise, but he didn't have any kind of plan whatsoever beyond clearing Fodlan's throat.
Once I caught wind of the situation, I thought it'd be best to have Nadir and Holst get to know each other before things really got out of hand.
Wait, Holst, you've already met him?
Yes. Nadir the Unstoppable and I have been nemesis of a sort for years now.
It's actually Nadir the Undefeated, but go on.
But when we met, he declared that he was willing to band together, if doing so would prevent Almyra's name from being sullied. Well, that right there nearly moved me to tears. Before long, we were drinking and celebrating our newfound brotherhood.
Your newfound what now?
Ah, I take it you're Holst's sister. Then that makes you my sister too. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I'm actually full up in the brother department.
Getting back to the story, I'd been trying to nip Shahid's foolhardy war in the bud for a while. But the prince was always as stubborn as an ox. And so, that's how I ended up here with this gigantic army. Luckily though, I spotted my newfound brother defending the throat with the kiddo and his army. It's a shame about the prince, but I'm glad we were able to help stop the attack on Fodlan.
Does that explanation satisfy you, Lawrence?
I cannot help but feel there is more to the story. But for now, I will happily thank General Nadir for his assistance.
You have my gratitude as well. You all helped me prevent another blow to Almyra's reputation. Now, in Almyra, it's traditional to throw a grand feast after a battle. We eat, sing, and dance till we can't move anymore.
Oh yeah? Claude has the same tradition. Wait, but that means...
Is Raphael gonna be the one to figure this out?
We may have failed to capture any Imperial territory, but we succeeded in defending the Alliance. So tonight, we celebrate in style. I hope you're all ready, because it's gonna be a feast for the ages.
Hey! I was right! It's
Oh.
feasting time!
That's what he was.
So that's what you mean. Should have known.
Mutton, jerky, steak. This is the best meat party ever!
Slow down, Raphael. Just how much are you planning to eat?
Oh, this is delicious. It has a nice, delicate sweetness to it.
It really does. I wish I could share some with Dorte.
Dorte? Who's that? Oh, that's your friend, right, Marianne? The horse one.
My brother! You haven't had nearly enough to drink! Come on now, bottoms up!
And you need to eat something. I prepared the food myself, you know.
Holston's
Try the
mushrooms.
They came out perfect.
The war is far from over, but these people are acting like they don't have a care in the world.
Keeping your guard up all the time is just gonna tire you out. Everyone needs to unwind every now and again.
Then why isn't the man of the hour partaking in the festivities?
Now that you mention it, where is Claude? Claude, what are you doing out here?
Oh, hey there. Just thought a little fresh air would do me good.
Hit the bottle a little too hard? Can't say I blame you. It's been a while since we've cut loose like this.
Yeah, that could be it.
You've got to wonder what's really running around in that mind of his. He never revealed his dealing with Count Gloucester, nor that he befriended an Almiran general. He's probably hatching a new scheme right now. Not that he'd ever tell us about it.
What are you thinking about, Claude?
Huh? Oh, not much. Just letting my mind wander a bit now the battle's finally over. Well, I guess I should rejoin the festivities. Come on, let's go be merry.
It still feels like he's got this wall around him. Hard to say if we're ever gonna really understand each other.
I'm sure you will one day. After all that's happened, he's come to depend quite heavily on you. Although, if you really want him to see you as someone he can turn to, you'll need to get stronger. That man harbors many secret ambitions. I wouldn't expect him to back away from this war anytime soon.
Sounds pretty tough when you put it like that.
Oh yes, he'll say all of this is for everyone else, but he has aspirations of his own too. Just like us and our goal of slaying the Ashen Demon. If you grow stronger for Claude's sake, it'll benefit your own aspirations as well. He may not be your partner in destiny, but yours is a valuable relationship nonetheless.
Hey, Arval?
Yes?
Don't you think you're getting a bit too obsessed with this little grudge match?
Maybe so. Though I don't believe that's all there is to it.
What do you mean?
I suppose it just feels like our destiny. Like it's something we're meant to do.
It is now 1182. The Great War incited by Edelgard has continued to engulf Fodlan, but slowly begins to change course. The Alliance's battle with the Empire ends without a victor. After facing the Almirans, the Alliance focuses on rebuilding, while the Kingdom's conflict with the Empire stalls. 6 months will pass before the wheels of change turn again. But when they do, it will be because one ambitious man sets them in motion. Golden Wildfire. The end of the Alliance. It is the end of 1182. 4 moons have passed since Almira attacked. Though the battle lines remain unchanged, Claude steadily schemes behind the scenes. History is about to be made.
Huh? Whoa, everyone's already here.
Yep, we were waiting on you, Hilda.
Whoops. But Claude isn't here yet, is he? He said he'd have something to tell us after the roundtable conference, so I figured it'd run late, as usual.
You got that right. Those meetings always seem to drag on forever.
Where's the love? These roundtables are supposed to symbolize the Alliance's ideals, you know.
Sorry about that. I was out of line.
No worries, my friend. That's exactly why we made the decision we did today.
What decision? Is that why you called us here?
Hold your horses. Everyone, listen up. As you know, the Leicester Alliance is governed through a Council of Representatives known as the 5 Great Lords. As the Alliance leader, it has been House Regan's responsibility to convene the Round Table and secure the approval of the other lords on matters of policy. The lords of the Alliance felt this was the best system to serve the welfare of their people. And in peacetime, maybe it was. But there's no denying that the Round Tables have hindered our ability to respond swiftly to emergency situations. And it doesn't seem like Leicester's current state of emergency is going to end anytime soon. Which is why I put forth an important proposal at today's roundtable, one that's since been approved. As of today, the Leicester Alliance will be reborn as the Leicester Federation. All authority has been entrusted to the King of Leicester. And as it just so happens, I have been chosen to serve as the Federation's first king. With this, we'll no longer be held hostage by roundtable delays that leave us at the mercy of our enemies. I give you my word that I'll dedicate all my efforts to protecting and preserving Leicester. I hope I can count on all of your approval as well.
We reached this decision after exhaustive discussion. I imagine not everyone will approve, but we ask for your understanding.
I hope we can all accept our former leader as our new king and continue working together to defend Leicester.
So everyone, are you with me?
This must be why my father was in such a hurry to hand over leadership of our house to Holst.
The former Duke Goneril was a ringleader of sorts for the lords who opposed the establishment of the Federation. That said, he's been looking to put Holst in charge for a while now. Maybe this was just the perfect opportunity.
It seems I'll also have much to discuss with my father about House Ordelia's future. I imagine it's the same for you, right, Marianne?
Hmm? Oh, yes. I suppose that's so.
It's just ridiculous to think that our Claude, of all people, is a king now.
Well, I think Claude will make a wonderful king.
Yeah, me too. Long live King Claude!
Huh. Didn't see that one coming.
Quite an abrupt twist, isn't it? He certainly didn't breathe a word of it to you.
That's true, but it doesn't really bug me. If I were in his shoes, I wouldn't share something that important with a lowly mercenary either. Anyway, I'm happy for him. Now Claude's free to act as he sees fit. And I'm gonna keep supporting him, just like always.
Yes, I think that's probably for the best. Probably.
I have received word from my father. He reports that public order is rapidly deteriorating in House Burgundy's territory.
Seriously? I've heard the same is true in the Seaward and Albany territories as well.
That's right. And as a result, some unsavory characters have strayed into Daphnel territory, causing trouble for us, too.
If they couldn't keep things under control, they should have come to me for help.
Those three houses have always been quick to align themselves with the strongest faction, be it the Central Church or even the Empire. That the three of them opposed the establishment of the Federation makes it all the more difficult to ask for help, no doubt.
If only it were that simple.
Is there something else about the matter that concerns you, Lady Judith?
I've heard some rumors that those three have been conspiring together of late. That there are plans in the works for all of them to defect to Fargus.
Defect to Fargus?
The Viscounts may have been too busy plotting to secure their positions and deal with the growing chaos in their territories.
Now that I would believe.
I'm not sure if this is related, but there have also been some alarming sightings near their western borders.
Alarming in what way?
It's the Knights of Ceros. Perhaps it's nothing, seeing as the kingdom is sheltering the Central Church within their borders, but...
Do you suspect that the Knights have been acting as intermediaries between the kingdom and those houses? If so, we cannot possibly turn a blind eye.
We can't say for sure if that's the case just yet. But there's no mistaking that civil unrest is running rampant in those territories. We need to mobilize the Federation army immediately and try to restore public order.
Wait a moment. Would it not make more sense to send envoys to the houses beforehand to learn more about the situation?
They'd just reply to our inquiries with some half-baked excuses. Giving them a heads up we're coming should be enough.
So you're ordering an immediate deployment, Your Majesty. It's nice how quickly things move around here without the Round Table.
That's the beauty of this. Lawrence, assemble the troops immediately.
Very well. At long last, it is time for the Federation to take its first steps.
That's right. We stand at the dawn of a new Leicester.
Holy shit. Big map. Oh, well. I could probably just end this in one go, though. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm just going to the bathroom real quick. Claude has a new class. Alright, Claude has to sit. Yeah. Alright, so I'll just do these conversations. I'll save support combos for later. Oh boy, we got a lot of those. A lot of A ranks. Oh, Leonie's is still locked for now. Alright, so let's do all these combos first.
What do you think?
How'd it feel going onto the battlefield again? Were you overcome with sentimentality?
Right on.
Oh yeah, that's the same one on each path.
You should hear
I wonder,
this.
what kind of man is Claude? He led us to victory against the Empire in Elmira, and now he's suddenly our king. I can't imagine a man of his caliber would listen to the opinions of those beneath him.
Excuse me.
Has Fodlan become stabilized again?
What do you think?
Then I can be returning to Bridget, right?
Let's
Yeah, you
see.
could ask Claude about it.
Ah.
Then I will try asking. I must be doing my duty. A scout from the Knights of Saros was spotted near Leicester's western border. We can't tell what they're up to, but my guess is that they're waiting for an opportunity to retake Garrick Mach. And that would mean... The Knights are getting ready to make their move on Garrick Mach. Burgundy, Albany, and Seward are all territories on the western border, while Albrecht, Nielsen, and Mueller control the northeast.
Actually,
They never had a vote at the Round Table and have long been at the mercy of the five great lords.
I'm at a loss.
But it's not like their opinions are completely ignored either. It's complicated.
What can I do
The
for
bishop and I went to Deirdre to bestow the goddess's blessing upon the coronation. Just between you and me, King Claude said he'd be perfectly fine without a ceremony. But the bishop convinced him it would help give the Leicester's citizens some peace of mind. That's why King Claude gave in and had a short ceremony. It's certainly possible to become king without the goddess's blessing, but the world isn't quite ready for that yet. That's what the bishop said anyway.
Greetings, friend.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report.
Anyway,
By the way, I heard the Knights of Saros were spotted near the border. I'm curious what they're up to. I might have been just a lowly gate guard for them, but I served in their ranks all the same. Of course, that doesn't change who I'm working for now. My blood runs Federation gold. I was expecting we'd be getting a pay raise now that our boss is a full-blown king. So I blew all my gold on celebratory drinks, only to find out we're getting the same lousy rate as before.
Oh, man.
Life's too cruel. Now I'm even more hard up for coin than usual. That's no one's fault but your own, Balthus. Fucking idiot.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
hi there.
Leicester's the Federation now, huh? That's gonna be good for business. I've got no time to be standing around jawing away. I gotta see what's going on with the market prices. What a perfect chance to test my business acumen. Now what should I focus on?
Hello.
I had a sneaking suspicion something was going on when my father gave up his position so suddenly. He rushed through all the paperwork and ceremonies needed to make my brother the next Duke Goneril.
Hey.
What's the difference between all those titles anyway? Like Duke and Count or whatever. A Duke is slightly higher rank than a Count, but there honestly isn't much difference. Maybe the Federation will shake things up a bit. Not that I care about all that. It's not like the minor nobles were never allowed to participate in the round tables. They'd be told about the discussion topics beforehand, and they could submit a complaint if they had any objections.
That's how it goes.
Now, without that, they won't have any say in how the region is run. I never could have predicted the Leicester Alliance would dissolve itself. This is yet more proof that the future is not set in stone. Anything is possible. Even so, it's an astonishing move. I'm curious to see how things will progress from here.
So, yeah.
Guess I used to be part of House Regan's forces. But now I'm going to be a commander in the Federation Army. How's that any different?
Let's
Sounds
see.
to me like you're getting a higher rank, so maybe people will show you more respect. It'll probably be easier to put any food bills on a tab. Huh. My grandpa and little sis always hated when guests do that.
Oh, man.
Maybe we'll at least get better food now that Claude's king.
How goes it? In all honesty.
The minor nobles were surprisingly reluctant to form the Federation. Perhaps their fear of change overpowered any frustrations with the Round Table. Our new leader will have to figure out how to gain their loyalty. Oh, that's right, he's not just a leader anymore. He's officially a king. I should use a more appropriate title.
Oh, hello. Did you know?
I heard that my adoptive father always supported establishing the Federation, so he probably won't retire anytime soon, unlike Duke Goneril.
You sound relieved. Didn't you want his position, though?
Yes.
Well, I sincerely doubt I'd be able to handle such a large responsibility right now.
Please.
I'll just continue to fight for the Federation Army, so I do hope I'll have your support.
Greetings.
The atmosphere around the camp is surprisingly cheerful considering the impending battle. Probably because everyone was so on edge when we were fighting the Empire in Elmira. Morale is at an all-time high after defeating such formidable foes. Feels like we could take on the world.
Up for some training?
The Alliance might be the Federation now, but I don't think the citizens' lives will change all that much. So I don't care about it either way. But if this makes going to battle easier, then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Sure, it'll
I don't
affect
know.
the citizens' lives at least a bit. Like, stuff might get more expensive.
Oh, come
Prices
on.
always go up during wars, though. Doesn't matter if we're a Federation or an Alliance. Anyway, it doesn't matter what we are. Our job's to fight for our home, same as ever.
Oh.
I've heard some pretty unsavory rumors about Viscount Burgundy. Apparently he puts on a good show, but he doesn't have an ounce of honesty in him. Viscount Phlegethon was terrible, but at least he didn't hide how spineless he was.
With Elmira beaten, I thought the ceasefire with the Empire meant that we were done with all this awful fighting.
Oh, no.
Looks like we're going to have to fight again. What is even going on?
Beats me. Maybe they wanted to go on the offensive again now that they're the Federation.
Oh, no.
Seriously? Why does everyone like fighting so much?
So, that's right.
The three towns on the western edge of Leicester used to be bustling with pilgrims making their way to the monastery. But that all changed once the Empire took control of Garreg Mach. There are more Imperial troops than pilgrims now. Not to mention bandits prowling around.
In short,
I'm certain that's one of the reasons why there's been so much civil unrest over there.
Would you like to talk?
Both the Kingdom and the Federation are ruled by kings, but I think their structures are markedly different.
Basically,
Not that I'm basing that on anything in particular. Whether things go smoothly or not depends on Claude.
Claude will be a great leader. He's got a good head on his shoulders.
that's appalling.
How naive of you.
In actuality.
The Round Table may have been abolished, but the five great lords still retain the right to speak their minds. Naturally, it is our duty as nobles to obey the king's commands, but I fully intend to let my opinions be known when necessary. And if the king refuses to heed my advice, well,
Hey.
what will you do? I will take it upon myself to ask the lords of Leicester who is truly fit to be their king. And they will undoubtedly be unanimous in their reply. The only one who will bring glory to Leicester is none other than me, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. Ha 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 ha. Thank you, Lawrence. Oh, I forgot to talk to an NPC.
When the war broke out, we weren't able to negotiate with the kingdom because they'd also been thrown into chaos.
What do you say?
Now things have changed. We should see if they're willing to ally with us. This is a great opportunity for Lester to improve relations with them.
One step at a time.
Good, you made it in time. Come on, the meeting's getting started. Don't be shy. Speak up if you got a suggestion.
I've got it.
Let's see.
What if we did? I'll figure it out.
That's good.
One step at a time. How's that?
You've been working really hard. Guess everyone's got a different way of getting motivated. I know they all want to get through this without anyone dying, but that's not how war works. You should spend time with the others while you can. That way you won't have any regrets.
Hey!
And Merc Whistle. Probably gonna give that to Hilda. Alright. So I will end things off here for today. And I will see you guys tomorrow for some more Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. Alright, have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye!